Hi there. This is a quick little introduction to OneNote software, particularly for teachers. OneNote is essentially a collection of binders. They call them notebooks. And inside each binder you can have a number of dividers or tabs, and between the tabs lots and lots of pages, just like real binders. When you first open OneNote, you'll find one notebook or binder's already been created called Intro to OneNote, and on its pages you will see a number of tips and tricks and instructions for using OneNote that are very helpful. Over here are a list of the different pages in that particular binder. You can see I've got a binder called Math Team, and inside that binder are a number of tabs or dividers depending on what aspect of my work I'm organizing. And inside each divider I have pages for particular topics. This is an intervention program I designed, and here are my different aspects of that intervention plan. I can easily add new binders or notebooks by right-clicking in the notebook section and choosing New Notebook. It will ask me where I want to store it, what I want to name it, where I want to save it, and so on. I'll just tuck the notebooks out of the way so I have more page space. I can easily add new dividers by just clicking on the Create a New Section, and it's ready for me to name it. And I can keep adding tabs for a really long time. I can also add new pages by clicking on the New Page section on the right. But if I want to get more creative, I can drop this menu down and choose different styles of notebook pages, and even go in and select templates depending on what I want my page to do for me. This is the kind of thing that I think OneNote's going to be really useful for when I go back to the classroom. I can see myself having binders for each subject, and inside each subject tabs for each unit. And this is a little sample unit for math grade 5 fractions and decimals unit. And I've got a page for the plan. I have a page for smartboard lessons that I've stored, websites, practice, assessment, and so on. Let's take a look at how the pages inside Notebook work. I'm going in a fresh, new, clean page, and when I do, I am ready to type in the name for that page, and as I type here, it automatically shows in my title list for pages in this tab. I can use the page a lot like Smartboard Notebook. I can type anywhere and drag the items around anywhere I want. I can reformat what I've typed using the same kinds of commands you're familiar with in Word and Excel. I can also easily drag images from my Files folder onto the page, resize them, drag them around however I want to organize my page. But the best aspect is that I can go to a file and easily drag documents onto my page where they can be stored. And there's 3 ways to do that. I can click and drag my document to the page, and it will offer me these choices. If I insert a link, what I have is a connection to my network where I can click on this link and the document will open. Another choice is to drag the document over and choose to insert a copy of the file onto the page, which I do most often. And now I can double click on that and bring my document up whether I'm on a network or not. The third choice is to insert a file as a printout, and that will essentially give me a snapshot of what the file looks like. I won't be able to type on it or edit the document itself, but I can add notes on top of it, I can draw on it, highlight things, and make notes to myself to go with that document. It just takes a second to bring that onto the page. And there it is. One way to get around that problem and have a document that you can work on is to copy and paste your whole document onto a new page, and that will let you type and add and edit the document as you wish. Another neat feature of OneNote is how it works with Outlook. I can very quickly store an email that I want to save in one of my binders. So for example, if I wanted to store this one, I click on the OneNote button and it brings up a list of my binders and the tabs. I can drop down one of the tabs to pick a particular page, and clicking OK will bring that whole entire email onto the page I've chosen. Another feature of OneNote is that you can draw on your page. If I go to the Draw command ribbon, I've got lots of markers, highlighters. I can draw shapes and basically format my page however I want it to look. I use boxes a lot to kind of group things together and organize things. I can also insert pictures, tables, a lot of the same kinds of insert features we have in Word. Another neat thing I can insert is an audio recording. If I click this button, it will immediately begin to record my voice and save it as a file that I can replay at any time. The last feature I'll mention is called a side note. Down in your control panel, in the lower right hand corner of your screen, you should see a tiny little icon like that. Clicking it opens a really quick note-taking space, and the beauty of it is that it will save automatically. You don't have to save it anywhere particular. It gets automatically stored in OneNote down here. That will bring my note back up and ready for me to file or paste or deal with. It has the same feature as OneNote software in that I never ever have to click on Save. Just closing the program will save everything just the way I left it, and bringing it back up again, nothing will have disappeared. So if you have problems with battery power or things cutting out on you, you never have to worry with OneNote. It saves everything automatically. One feature that I have not explored yet is called tags. Tags are little icons that you attach to your document, your notes, your picture, whatever you want, and it will help organize those items and let you search for those tags. I've got to explore that a little further. If I ever learn how to use tags properly, then I'll come back and make another video for you. In the meantime, I hope this has been helpful.